The reality is that this issue has been overlooked and gone without oversight because few people understand its complexity. Cybersecurity is both politically and technically complicated and forces difficult questions between the public and private sector and among different layers of government. Nonetheless, this threat is inseparable from the modern economy, and it will only continue to grow. Also, due to our increasing reliance on technology, this issue threatens public safety, infrastructure, and ultimately national security. No public or private operation is immune, and the state bears a preemptive responsibility. When I served in local government on the council of one of the country's safest cities, it went without saying that we did not have the luxury of time when it came to reacting to threats to public safety. When we are dealing with cybersecurity threats, we do not have the luxury of time. Some actionable policy decisions need to be made. The extent of the threat we face is reflected by the fact that cyber attacks were declared a national emergency by the White House just this past week, which emphasizes the timeliness and seriousness of this discussion. Both parties in Congress have come to a consensus that this issue is so pressing that they included sanctioning authority in this year's Defense Authorization Act, prompting an executive order. Malicious actors are having open season on California public institutions and private companies, and it is costing our economy billions of dollars annually. If these attacks were physical attacks, it would be safe to say that the state and public response would be much more robust. If a school or hospital were attacked, the resources of the state would align accordingly with a much greater sense of urgency. This is also a timely discussion because members of this House are engaged in the budget process, which is an expression of priorities. Cybersecurity is a priority, and today we will hear about why in great detail. The state cannot afford to put this off another year, and I would encourage my colleagues and those presenting today to keep this in mind. California has an opportunity to set an example by prioritizing cybersecurity and establishing best practices that need to be followed. Our state proved time and time again that we have the talent and leadership to solve significant challenges that impact the rest of the country. Additionally, there's a mutual benefit in improving security at all levels. A more secure state government will benefit California businesses and every individual. Due to the nature of this issue, we are only as strong as our weakest link. Our smallest or most outdated computer networks have access to vital stores of data and critical networks that provide services to Californians. This committee will work to accelerate the steps being taken to protect California from these cyber threats and start by taking a self-critical look and cleaning up our own house.